Hello, and welcome to another edition of Bonzoleum drum videos. Hi there. Okay, remember the BONHAM engine, which is an exercise riff that's been around for BONHAM didn't invent it, but he made great use of it. We're calling it the BONHAM engine because it really doesn't have a name, and I've never really noticed people talk about it. Or, yeah, I think it's kind of like it's like an exercise in a sport. Like if nobody had ever, let's say, practiced free throws before, kind of. It was like, oh, free throws. Let's practice those. And woo, suddenly our percentage got better. Just the nature, like I said, if you look up my the BONHAM engine video, which is essentially, it's alternating arms and legs, except your right upper's hitting with the left lower. Same time. And then the opposite with the left to right. Okay, so check this out. This is the BONHAM engine, except but everything, all my four limbs. What movie was that where the guy orders 3 beers and he goes like this? Like this would really give him away as an American, right? But he orders them like this, thinking, okay, it's American, so I think it's Ruthless, something Bastards, Inglourious Bastards. And he orders 3 beers like this, which then the SS guy at the other table, everybody knows that they're probably spies, right? Because you're supposed to go like this. But anyway, 4 limbs, okay? Now watch. Now what I want you to do is go back, or I'll do it again, and slow it down. That little tool thing you have there, hit speed 0.25 or 0.5. You'll see that my right hand is hitting simultaneously with this, and my left hand simultaneously with my right foot. Okay, but what we're going to do now is hit everything same time. And just for ergonomics sake, literally we'll just do the right arm then in my case on the floor tom, and the left on the snare. If you're a lefty, it'll be set up differently. Right arm on the snare, of course, left arm on what would be your floor tom, and just hit at the same time. There's no alternating. That can come later, but watch. What you want to do is you really want to concentrate on same time. Like if you slow this down, you'll see that there's some flamming going on. Or a little bit. Watch. Now it'll of course it's not harder, but it's not necessarily musical when you do it slower. It'd almost be like, in this case like this, kind of like, I mean you can get there if you practice it, but the practical use would be like if a basketball player had to like dribble real slow, like dunk. In a game, I'll never really do it, but same. But what we're going to do is, like anything, oftentimes a triplet's more musical. Like instead of 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E, you have 1 into 2 into 3 into, so. Right? And we do the same thing. Same. What you can do, and again what happens here, because like both hemispheres, like I also said in my hemispheres video, everything is going simultaneously. So you're trying to control everything all at one chunk, like okay, instead of phew, okay, or seriously, I'm dead serious. Watch, it really works. But so check this out. What you want to do though, maybe at first when you practice like anything more open, same. After a while you get to sort of a zone. Of course, since this is the Bonzoleum channel, you'll see this is very essential to a lot of John Bonham soloing and playing, these types of exercises. Then you can start to kind of do molery. It's like when Dave Grohl in that Fresh Pots, when he's playing it's like that kind of really a thing. You can do like if it's a molery thing, or a drop cut, like, okay? especially, this is a great exercise, and I haven't done it for a long time. And especially if I choke up. The thing is, you know, in not Dazed Confused, How Many More Times, which is sort of like Dazed Confused's sister, if you really listen to it. But when I really choke up, now what I'm trying to do, when I'm at a show doing this, in fact, the Kashmir gig coming up this Saturday at 210 Live in Highwood, Illinois, sometimes I have so much adrenaline going up at that point, I really can sort of go, like burning up all kinds of lactic acid that's going to eventually get in there. But I really want to get it like you'd see Bonham play with a lot of really good drummers, or like George with his technique. It's down here. I got to really sort of, that helps me develop that. Now, I'm just doing, instead of going, what I'm doing is I'm cutting the bass drum and the hi-hat in half. If I sort of zone out after a while, I'll eventually relax, stop doing the molar thing, and I'll start getting it pretty good, okay? But like I said, it's the same thing kind of, like my technique is obviously really, it's heavy and clumsy. I think I do it pretty well for heavy and clumsy, but I'm really trying to bring everything down, really sort of back, not hitting as hard. And I know what's really makes me hit harder, honestly, are these headphones that protect my hearing. I make up for it because I kind of still want to hear it, right? So I'm trying to play softer. But it will come in, for a practical reason, real handy here, because that's where true speed and control is, in a more relaxed fashion, which I'm fighting. I want to go like, I get really worked up and ADD-ish, I can kind of do that, burn all kinds of energy at a show to do that. It's a shame, though, the song is fourth, but it's hard. So this is, again, my point is it's helping me with this. But so here we go. Back to the end. You know, I should have said this. This is the diesel engine. Diesel. Like something that kind of came on the scene in like the 70s. And my dad had a Mercedes Benz. It was like, diesel. Smells a little more like an airplane, but not really. Diesel. And then you go to the gas station, and they sell diesel. For a long time, it used to be cheaper than gas, way back in the day. And then it's more, and sort of fluctuates. And then they have at the gas station, the pipe is thicker on the diesel thing, so you can't stuff it into your gas tank. That runs on unleaded. That happens quite a bit. In fact, I just heard a story. Somebody just put a tank full of diesel in the car. But anyway, so this is like the diesel John Bonham engine, okay? So instead of... It's all same time, but in triplet bill. Try to, like, you want to melt into it relaxed. Slow it down. And then you get like into a groove. You know what this is? This is the German grip. This is the German grip Bonham engine. Okay, but watch. Don't try to just zone out and relax. In my case, paying particular attention to my left hand, which I don't have the best control over. Remember, getting it at the same time. It's almost like you're then riding a bike or juggling. You know, where it gets automatic, you just kind of, all right, well, I got to carry it to speed for us. This is non-triplety. Think of it as like one knee and a two E, and or if you want to think about it like, I don't know, something else. You can think of it like the old Indian, the characteristic like American Indian. Which is kind of cool. That's sort of the feel Bonham does in live renditions, which is very terrifically captured, and the song remains the same, Dazed Confused. Like the... right, but at the same time. trying to do a soft, relaxed French. It's like thumb up instead of like German, like this. Okay, German, French. Try to make it all softer. This point really is important for me because I don't need it soft. I'm not really playing any kind of music, at least in the short future, that's going to require real. It's going to be like back to triplet, choking up. I'll mix up triplet with like 16th. This is actually what happens. This isn't like the cooking show where we take it off and suddenly bring the good one. This is like in real time. Look how I'm paying attention to choke up. And then flat. Trying to take it faster, almost like in the sense that you're like, well, like, I mean, open or close, like rudiments, but also I'm trying to think of a sport thing. Well, it's like if you're in rehab, physical. You know what I mean? And you're kind of learning to walk. After a while, you might start to run a little. Fighting the urge to go faster and harder. I notice my wrists and stuff, I'm starting to go back to a German. I'm trying to keep it, then not go that fast and keep it French and small and soft. Right here. And a great quality control, again, at any tempo, is to go back and use that little gear thing, like I said, to check the accuracy if there's no flams or how bad the flams are. Like, you don't want it. You want. More videos on the way. Please subscribe.